Hey you guys, welcome back. So pretty much this room is 50% completed. So before we jump into today's video, I wanted to share just a little bit of information, just a little bit, not too much, and hopefully you don't skip, you stick around to actually hear this out. There's a few things that are still left to do in this space. I'm just going to run them down really quickly. That way you have an idea of what's coming down the pipeline between now and pretty much the next 3 years. I'm giving myself 3 years to really get this house to my liking. One, we are moving from blinds to motorized shades. Some of the windows just don't make any sense to me. The way, like this window here, it is 74 inches wide and they have 3 panels of blinds, and I'm just gonna have one motorized so that way in the morning it just goes up. That's the first order of business. The second, the light fixture is not centered to the room, so my electrician needs to come in and pretty much center it. It's bothering me. It probably needs to be moved over about a good 10 to 15 inches, but you can really tell that it's off centered because the light is so huge. So that needs to get done. There's some electrical things that I want to change out. The carpet has to come out of this room, although this has great lighting, so I'm not in a huge rush to change this room out just yet. But between now and again, over the next 3 years, the carpet has to come up. And then the archways, which one of them is in this room, they will get knocked down. I'm hoping that gets done for Christmas, okay? I said it before and I'm going to continue saying it. When baby like, which one for Christmas? I want that wall to be knocked down. You know, that's all you want? Yeah, knock that wall down for me, please and thank you. And so I always try to do like a home renovation as a gift. Just to kind of put this one in there. My birthday's coming up, and for my birthday, he was like, what do you want? I'm like, can I get the hardwood floors for my closet? He was like, no, like what you want for your birthday? Hardwood floors for my closet, please. So I am getting my floors for my closet, so you guys will get to see that also. And that's pretty much it, but I will be sharing this room with you guys, but I want to share like all the installation process. That's that. Now, I'm sorry, I want to show you. If you want to, go see the reveal and come back, but I have to tell you this. The last couple of videos that I have been posting have 100% been filler pieces. And I say that because outside of social media, life is definitely lifing. And every single day is a reminder that you should not take anything for granted. Right now, when it comes to home decor, the thing that I really want you to pay attention to is longevity, timeless. And the same way you may think about creating a capsulated wardrobe is the same way I want you to have that attitude when it comes to your home and what you're implementing in your home and being as intentional. Y'all can attest that y'all seen me move, y'all seen me gather my life together, and I continue to rework all of my furniture over and over and over again. I am not spending money on furniture. The only thing that I am doing is calling a company to clean everything, get everything back new, and that's pretty much it. I'm pretty much adding to the furniture that I already had. My bedroom has been my bedroom for 10 years. Before anybody try to, yes, you see the bed, but it's not the bed that you think is the bed. It's a new bed, but it's the same bed, but it's a new bed. The other bed is still where it's supposed to be at. I bought a new bed. It ain't the same bed. The fireplace, the bedroom, the sitting room, wrapping around to go into my closet, wrapping around to go into the second primary suite bathroom. That is what I've always envisioned, and now it's here, and I absolutely love it. And so if I had started that from scratch, you guys would not have even seen my bedroom look the way that it looked, because it would have just been way too much to do. But by purchasing things here and there and continuously adding to it, you are now seeing my bedroom in its full form of what I've envisioned. Currently now in my sitting room, prayer room, my peace place. I have used this 3 times, right? I put it in the townhome. Well, I put it in my Savannah home. I put it in the townhome. It was in our previous house, and now it's here. And every single time that I have moved this furniture, it gets a moment to relive again. And this is what I want you to pay attention to. I want you to make better decisions when it comes to your home. I'm not going to sit here and tell you buy this and buy that and do this and do that. I'm going to tell you to find your design style. That way you're not continuously changing up your home decor pieces. I know it's not exciting because every time I move, you guys are not seeing like a new refresh. Listen, that's not what design is about. Design is about creating something capsulated, being able to leave the house, go to your vacation house, and come back, and being able to do that for years and years and years. I was just talking to someone, and they were like, people who have money don't continuously keep redoing their house. They buy another house. Because if you think about the amount of money you are spending on home and redecorating all the time, you could have bought another house. And so that's my mindset right now. It's like, okay, we want to purchase another house, so let's try to get this house done and not spend so much. And because the boys have their furniture, here has furniture, we have furniture for the kitchen, we have the furniture over there, we can live in the house and still be at a place of being at peace. And so if there was any question about, Nadia, what are you doing? That is what I'm doing. I am creating intentionality when it comes to the home. So if you see my language getting a little bit more firm, a little bit more aggressive, please forgive me, okay? I do apologize. But I want you guys to really understand that it's not always about buying things that are expensive, but let's just be very clear. You have to spend some money, okay? If you want the things to last, you have to spend some money. I've been here long enough and I've seen enough that I feel like I am qualified to say the best thing that you can do for yourself is figure out your design style and honor that and honor yourself. My home has continuously remained a healing place for me, and I do my best to stay away from what's trending and lean forward to what's more healing to my spirit than anything. And so I am hoping that in this season of life that I am really able to translate the things that make me happy and in them making them happy, add a little bit of education to them, and then that way you have better knowledge to move forward with the decision that you make in your home, and you're able to make a sound decision. But hopefully it wasn't too much of a burden to bear. You are going to get some filler pieces because I'm just not really moving so quickly with getting this house together. I definitely want to be intentional about it. And then one of the things that we're currently working on is the kitchen downstairs. We have to tackle that kitchen. Like, I don't think I could take another year. Well, I can. Let me not do that. I'm doing too much now. A little bit too much dip on my chip. I can, but I would rather not. So by this time next year, I want to get bigger windows so I can get more light in there. I want to knock some of those walls down. I want to reposition some of the walls. Like, I really want to be able to add some great details and structural design into the house. And I'm doing things just a little bit different. And so I'll be able to share all that information with you. But I'm not going to keep you guys here any longer. Again, if in the future someone comment like, oh my God, these videos are so boring, I want you to just explain to them what's going on, okay? Nadia is getting older, baby, and she tired, and she wants to make sure that she does things right and intentionally, okay? But I'll share with you guys the process of getting this room together, and then you'll have an opportunity to actually see this room. I absolutely love it. That's why I purchased this furniture. 5-6 years ago I purchased this furniture, and it still looks just as good as when I purchased it before. You guys will get to see the drapery, which was also in my previous house in Savannah. I have just continued to repurpose every single thing in my house. So it may not seem Like, it is worth the cost in the beginning, but I promise you, if you stick around long enough, you will see why it is great to make an investment in your home. If you've been here for a while, then pretty much you know that I've had this furniture now for about 6 years. This year being the 6th year and counting. What I wanted to do with the placement in this house is pretty much add a little bit of color. Every time that I've had this in a room, the color has pretty much been like a creamy white. This time I've gone just a little bit darker. I know it's not looking as dark on camera, but it is definitely a lot darker than I normally go. And then the previous video you saw where my fiance, my dad, and I added the trim, that's something that you're always going to see. I will be implementing wallpaper somewhere in the house in the future, but for this plan, I simply wanted to do the trim in here. I wasn't going for anything too fussy because really this is my room. When the day is long and I just need to clear my head, I wanted to go into a place in the house that was just very, very neutral to kind of be calming and relaxing. And so today, my friend came over and I am finishing up on the paint in this room. Let me just add, give me a couple days to live with the color. I love it, but I don't know if I'm in love with it. I wanted it to just be a little bit darker than it actually came out. And so this is a bit of a semi-custom mix that I did. As soon as I figure it out, I'm going to let you guys know, but we're here now. I'm just going to go ahead and finish. So this is the room after approximately 3 days of painting. It looks good. I actually really do like the color. I just wish it was just a hair darker, just because again you can see how it just blends in with my sofa. And so as much as I may not want to, I feel like I will be going in to repaint this room in the future, or I just may wait and get the sofa reupholstered because I've had it for I don't know, 4 or 5 years, and I think it's time that I introduce a different color, probably something a little bit more smoky, and then leaving everything else as is. What I am currently doing is getting this room picked up and situating, taking all the material tools, extra paint, caulk, all that stuff out of this room to start getting it ready for fall and Christmas. You guys, I'm like 50-50 if I'm going to really entertain like putting up a Christmas tree, because we're going to be trying to do some renovations next year. I think what I really want to do is start doing some content, using some of my previous videos to kind of share things that you can do in your home. Let me know what you think about that. What we're doing now is hanging the drapery. This is the same drapery that was in the rental house. This is the same drapery that was in my house in Savannah. This is the same drapery that I used in the previous house. And here we go again. I would say that I am 100% getting my cost per wear. So when someone says the cheap version is giving very much like the expensive version, they are lying to you. It is not giving the same. The fact that I've been able to implement this drapery for the past 5 years just speaks to the overall quality. So if you have the question, should you spend it? I will tell you 100% yes, because here I am reusing the same drapery that I've had in my house in Savannah, and that was 2020. Let me just say that was 2020. One of the things that I really want you to gather from my videos is the fact that I am able to continuously reuse my furniture. And part of that is because I have continuously worked on figuring out my style. And let me just say, you can definitely get inspired, but figure out your style. That way, every 2 to 3 years, you're not falling out of love with your pieces. These things cost entirely way too much. And at the time, I was very much giving, I am single and I'm doing it on my own. There is no reason why with every single move, you're having to rebuy furniture. So please, I beg thee, take the time to figure out your style. I don't hate anything in my house, from my art to my pillows to my rugs. As you can see, they continue to move with me over and over and over. So please, when you're having the conversation about how Style by Casanova constantly move, insert, but the girl reused every single bit of her furniture. Can I get a yay? Jumping right into drapery. Maintenance. As you can see, I've already started kind of playing around with the first panel. The second panel looked like it's been through hell and back, but you can fix that. So when you order your custom drapery, they have these weights at the base of each pleat. The only thing that you have to do, if you don't already line it when you're packing it, and unfortunately I did not pack the drapery, so they were just kind of thrown into a bag. You're going to have to go into every single pleat and just reposition them. And you want to start at the very top, as I am doing right now. And then you want to work your way all the way down to the middle. From the middle, you then want to work your way down all the way to the floor. This will bring the natural pleat back into the drapery. Now, if you want to take it a step further, you can get like some ribbon and tie it like at point 1, 2, and 3, and then just take it out in the morning. I didn't have that energy in me. I wanted to be done with this room this night, and so I went and got the steamer. I steamed not only the front but also the back. The back has I would say about the same thickness fabric as the front, but it is blackout, which makes the panels just a bit more heavier, and the pleats kind of protrude out so much more. I have had the opportunity to see draperies with different companies and stuff, and I have to say, like, these are just absolutely amazing. I love them, and so I don't mind. I feel like it's kind of like ironing a custom garment, so it doesn't really bother me. And you're going to see, like, once it's steamed, how nice it looks, which is why it didn't bother me to do this. It didn't bother me at all. And so that little extra step of doing that just kind of highlights everything. I'm going to share something with y'all that I don't really share with most people, but I used to help someone like get their house together and stuff. And of course, over time, they were like, oh, you know what? I think it's best if I just hire someone. And I was like, okay. At the time, I wasn't working. Clearly, I was a stay-at-home mom. And I was like, in my head, I'm thinking to myself, if you're going to hire someone, you can just hire me because I'm already doing it for free, you know? And they were like, oh, I'm just going to hire someone. And I found out they were paying that person like $200, and I was just like, nice, must be nice, you know? And so I wasn't bothered. So of course I made it my business that when I went over to this person's place, I didn't pick up a dish, I didn't move a pillow, I didn't clean anything. And whenever they were like, oh my gosh, like it's just so overwhelming, that nurturing side of me, I was like, baby, good luck, call the cleaner lady, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but you know. Fast forward, this person said to me, hey, what is it that you do when you do A, B, C, and D? And I said, you said you had a cleaning person that you no longer needed my help. So why are you asking me? Why are you not asking your cleaning person? And the person said nothing to me. I say all of this to say, people are willing to pay for your services. They just aren't willing to pay you. With that being said, all of the things that are considered to be like extra and you're doing too much, please take that as a sign that they will never appreciate what you do, and move yourself. Move around, get out that space, okay? I have taken that same exact energy when it comes to designing my house. One of the questions that I'm always getting asked is, how do you get, and how do you do? You have to really start with that energy inside your own home. Because of the items that I implement in my home, and because year after year after year, you continuously see the same pieces, the people who are ready to make an investment, they're going to make an investment. And a lot of times, it's not going to be your friend and family that reaches out to you. So you're trying to get the attention of the wrong audience. I know that's probably easier said than done, but it's the truth. And the fact that a lot of you guys watch me go from being a stay-at-home mom to now I'm running my own business, it's not easy, let me just say. But I'm still doing it. I'm still enjoying it. And I have to say, I believe over the years, building a clientele that is outside of my network has released the pressure of being concerned with who's reposting, who's liking, who's hiring, or any of that. I can genuinely be friends with people without adding on that pressure of them supporting my business or them doing things with me. And I am so happy for that very first incident that happened to me almost 8 years ago. It just shifted my entire mindset. So when I got to be working for myself, I kind of prepared myself for what was getting ready to happen. Anyway, we are getting everything together, and thank you to my man, thank you to my man. Let me just say, the things that I share on camera isn't even a half of how he has assisted me. Taking the time to really learn and execute some of these things have been so amazing, because I do need someone to be a little bit more hands-on with Atlanta when I am doing projects, and the fact that he has come on his off season to be another hand within my business. I am truly grateful. There isn't a dollar amount that I can put to ever repay him. So I'm going to give him his flowers and just say, thank you so much, babe. I really appreciate you. And Philly, you did your big one. You did your thing.
For real, they know better. They delusional.
Y'all, every video he be screaming for help. So by all means, come rescue him. He's being held, he's definitely being held hostage. Let's be very clear. He's definitely being held hostage. Let's not get it confused. I just don't want him to scream for help after everything. Okay, I think he should love it here. Oh, thank you so much, baby.